There were 700 cameras. There was one actually in the toilet right at the back of you.
So when you're trying to do your business?
Yeah, you do the business, the cameras.
No.
Yep.
You were cutting your front pieces. What were you thinking in that moment?
There was one episode, they don't show my face, they show the back of my head and then they voice over something I said, which I didn't even say that to you. Oh. And I'm watching it and I go, I didn't say that to you. And then showering, because you've got to shower, it's open. Yeah. It's like this room with 7 showers and everyone's just, you know.
And you're in a mixed house too?
Yes.
Guys, girls.
Cats, dogs, the whole lot.
Everyone's there. Hey, welcome back to another episode of The Pod. I hope you're all having a fabulous week. Today's guest is someone who radiates warmth, humour and unapologetic Greek realness. You may know her as Martha's mum from MAFS 2019, but Mary Kalifatidis has carved out her own space as a beloved social media personality, home cook and an all-round icon. And I'm so excited to sit down with her today. So let's get into this episode. Mary, welcome to The Pod.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to be really selfish here. I love you and I've been following you for the longest time. So when the team told me that you were coming in, I was so stoked. And to have you here, you've come in from Sydney because you were there for Fashion Week.
Yes.
How was that?
Oh, it was beautiful. Carla Zampatti was the opening show and where it was held was beautiful, like along the water. Yeah. Sydney's got like
views and
backdrops. Like, yeah, perfect place.
I saw you wore your own vintage clothes to one of the runways.
Yeah.
I thought, what a queen, because a lot of people would be running around before the shows to buy new outfits and to, you know, try and impress. And you were like, I'm just going to rock my vintage clothes.
Well, funny you say that because my daughter Martha said, Mum, because all my cupboard lives in my living room because we're renovating another room and Martha goes, oh, Mum, this is so cool. You should take it with you. And I thought, yeah, I'll take it. And then that's what I wore.
And you wore it. Mary, you've said before that when people ask you what you do, you always say nothing, right? But can I ask you, how does someone doing nothing end up with nearly 150,000 followers on social media and nearly half of Australia wanting to move in with you? People love you. What is your secret?
They can move. The more the merrier, I think, you know. Like, I don't know if there's a secret to it, but I really do nothing. I really do nothing, but I don't have time. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You do a lot of content, though. You work with a lot of brands. You are pretty much unstoppable, really. Let's just rewind, though, back to 2019 when Martha went on Married at First Sight. What was that time like for you?
It was actually quite hard. Like, no, it wasn't actually hard, but like seeing your daughter on TV and then being on social media could be like the negative comments and everything. It was just very hard.
Were you worried about potential scrutiny towards her?
Well, we didn't know. This was the first time anyone that I knew actually went on TV. I didn't know what to expect. You know, when she first told me, I thought, oh, it's going to be fun, but it's actually a lot of work for her, a lot of stress, and then all the trolling that comes with it.
And you had your own reality TV experience, which we'll get to in a second. But I do want to ask you, during the homestays, what did you think of Michael when you met him for the first time? Be honest.
When I first met Michael, I thought, I don't think he's the right, because he's so quiet and reserved and we're so outspoken and crazy. And I'm thinking he just sort of doesn't fit in. But now, like, you know what? Opposites attract and there's a balance.
You're so right. It's funny you say that. My mum says that all the time, that in a relationship you can't have two peacocks. One has to be really out there, which I think would be Martha, let's be real, and someone else has to be a little bit more reserved, which is probably Michaal, but that balance works.
It's the perfect balance because he brings other things to the table and she brings, and together they're a powerful couple, you know.
Now, Martha obviously blew up online. Everyone loved her from the show. Did you expect Did you expect, though, to be pulled into the spotlight alongside her?
Probably not, because I wasn't on social media at the beginning. I think I just got onto social media, onto Instagram, because like, you know, when Martha said, oh, Mum, you'll love Instagram. And I said, oh, what is it? And she said, you know, like you can watch your cooking and you can watch travel. And I thought, oh. And then when I started posting black and white photos of movie stars because I had no idea that it was meant to be about me or things that I love. Anyway.
When did you start, though, noticing the attention online? Was there a moment where you thought, oh, God, people actually want to see me?
I actually don't know that question. I think what used to happen was Martha would post me in my rare form.
In your robe.
Yeah, in my robe and my hair, you know. And I think people just want real, and it wasn't like, you know, my hair's blow-waved and I'm walking down the stairs in my furry little slippers. It was just real, and I think people like that. I think people want more of that. And I guess that's how it happened. People started following me from her, you know, her followers started following me, and then that's how it happened.
100%. And I think you're so right. Your content is so authentic. It really is no BS, right? And people love you for that. But I think these days, though, everyone has a filter on, whether it's their personality or whether it's actually a filter on Instagram or Snapchat. How do you stay so authentic, though, in a world full of fake people? What is it within you that makes you like that?
I don't know. It's just, it is what it is and nothing more. I always say to my kids, like, you can't change it. Like, sometimes my kids post me and you can see my wrinkles and everything, and I go, but that's how it is, you know? Like, I don't have to put a filter to get rid of the wrinkles. The wrinkles are there, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when you are filming content, where do you get your ideas from? Or is it more so just you set up the camera and go?
Well, normally I do my own content and I edit my own videos.
Do you edit your own videos too?
Yeah, I edit my own. Well, I never used to.
Yeah.
But what happened was Martha said, I've had enough. I can't keep editing your videos. And I thought,
Martha was
she
editing.
said, you better, or she helped me.
Yeah.
But I actually YouTubed how to do my own stuff. And that's how I self-taught myself how to do it. And so I do my own.
I love
Some
that.
of it probably, I don't even want to mention. Some would have been tragic, but it is what it is.
What do you use to edit normally? Any particular programs, or
at
do you
the
just
moment,
edit in
CapCut. Before it used to be KindMaster, but CapCut, like,
CapCut's made it really easy though for people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with all the templates built in. I think it doesn't matter your age, right?
The sky's the limit. 100%. I haven't even gone down there.
Yeah.
I just do the basic, you know, cut, edit and whatever. But
what kind of content do you love making the most? Because you do everything, and we were chatting, you know, off air before that you do beauty content, you do fashion content, cooking. What do you love making the most? Cooking?
Cooking would have to be, it's what comes really easy to me.
Yeah. Your cooking is unreal. You are known for your amazing cooking, and you do post a lot. Where does that passion though for cooking come from?
When I was 13, my mum would work at home and I would come home from school and she'd say, oh, you have to cook today and you've got to make, say, spaghetti bolognese. So once, twice she taught me, and then I had to figure it out by myself. And the funny thing is my parents had the old stove, and on the back of the stove there's like a little ledge, because it was the old stoves, and I would put the salt and pepper up there, you know, the shaker up there, and I would talk to it like I was on a cooking show.
Oh,
and
cute.
So I'd be talking and my sisters would be laughing at me. But I think I manifested that, because look what I'm doing now, like I'm cooking and pretending I'm on a show.
Look at that, from a salt and pepper shaker to now an actual camera. You're really filming yourself. Do you make a lot of Greek food at home?
I make all Greek food, but I mean, now without a kitchen, I've been eating like grilled meat, grilled chicken, nothing exciting.
I saw your outdoor little setup that you guys had recently, doing your calamari and all the bits out there. True Wog style.
Yeah, well, that's, there's nowhere to go.
Yeah. Do you have a signature dish?
Lasagna.
Oh.
Yes, I know I'm Greek, but I make a good lasagna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like normal lasagna or veggie lasagna?
Just
normal lasagna. What does cooking mean to you? Like, I'm talking, you obviously come from a European background. Food for us is everything, right? It's family, it's connection. What does it mean for you?
That's exactly what you said. It brings us all together around a table, talking, laughing, talking the usual stuff.
Yeah. And you've got all the kids living at home, and so food obviously helps unite
Sophie.
you?
Not Sophie. Nick is, but
Yep.
not at the moment. Martha's staying at her mother-in-law's because we don't have a bedroom.
Yes.
So it's only Theo and I at home. It's very strange just to have two people in the house.
Must be quiet without them, because I remember when you were posting the videos with Martha and Michael in the house too, and then you had the little one as well. Crazy
Nicholas normally
chaos.
stays there, but he's staying at his
Yeah.
So
And I know when you guys were posting those videos that there were some people online who were saying, what is it with Martha and Michael living with you guys? But I think people don't realise too, coming back to the European culture, that as well, it's very normal living in a multi-generational home, right?
Very normal.
Yeah. And it's got nothing to do with money. It's something
it's got nothing to do with money, no.
It's something that just, culturally.
And then the same thing happened. Like when I got married, if I needed to live with my mum or my mother-in-law, it would happen.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't because you wanted to save. It's just.
Yeah. It's funny. I had someone recently, I'm 26. I had someone recently say to me, but they said to me, are you still living at home? But they were like,
horrified
that I was still at home with my parents. And both my parents, obviously, they would like me eventually to move out, but there's no rush, and they've always told me that. But I think for some people, and depends on your cultural background too, they don't understand or see why.
No, and it's even with cooking. A lot of people message me and say, I wish my family was like yours, People want that. They want that family
Unity.
environment and unity, I guess.
And cooking definitely does bring people together.
Oh, it does.
There is a video that you posted about you cutting your own hair at home. Oh. And I had such a laugh the other day. I was giggling to myself watching it back because you went and found Michael's clippers.
So I couldn't find the scissors.
And you were cutting your front pieces. What were you thinking in that moment?
I was just thinking, some mornings you wake up and you go, is this what I'm looking at? And then you think, no, this has to go, this has to go. And I just went into Martha's bathroom because my bathroom, everything's in boxes. Yeah. And I couldn't find scissors, but I did find clippers, and I go, I'll just use these. Yeah. And then I just went for it.
You're so funny though, because you were cutting into it slowly
and then
you did a big chunk.
I know.
And then you just kept going though.
I don't care.
You're so funny. If that was me,
I would freak my hair, and people are saying, oh, my God, that I always tell my hairdresser that's how I want my hair. People were saying I had to look away. I thought it was a joke. I had anxiety. I showed it. One woman said I showed it to my husband. He said, she's like she shouldn't be doing that. But I just cut it again as well. Look how short it is. I cut 2 inches off.
And you're at home again yourself?
And then I just layered it because I was desperate.
Was your hairdresser watching that video? Did he see that?
He was.
He would have been horrified.
Yeah, he was. But then he fixed it. He fixed it.
So funny. I want to ask you about your reality TV experience because you went on Big Brother season 13 and you actually finished in the top 10.
Yes, twice.
When you were in the Big Brother house, though, you carried that same ethos, which is what you said when you first sat down. You were yourself. You didn't go in acting like anyone else. And you also cooked for people in the house, which I saw was an absolute hit. But I read, though, that you almost said no when the producers asked you to go on the show.
I didn't want to go.
Talk to us about that. What happened?
My daughter Martha said, I think some producers are going to call you in regards to the Big Brother show. They're going to interview you. And I thought, and it was COVID. I said to Sophie, I don't know if I really want to go on a show. Deep down, I did not want to go because I saw what Martha went through, and I thought, I don't really need this at 56 years old, 57, to go on reality to prove anything. And Sophie said, you're always sooking that. You've never done anything for yourself. Here's your chance. And I thought, is that it? Anyway, so I had the interview and Sophie was by my side because Martha was in Sydney. And she said, I want to be next to you because you're going to, stuff up, or you might say something, you'll be cancelled before you even get it. But inside me, I was thinking, please, I don't want it.
Oh, so you really didn't want it?
I didn't want to go on Big Brother. I'd never watched the show. I didn't even know.
That was going to be my next question. Had you actually watched it?
I didn't even watch it. And then Sophie said, Mum, maybe just binge watch it. And I binge watched it to see, what happened. Anyway, I spoke with the producers, whatever they were, and they said, they asked me some questions and this and that. And then, that was it. 5 days later, I get a call and they go, we'd love to have you on. And I'm going,
wow. Damn it.
Anyway, so that was it. Then I was eating more because I was, anxious to go on the show. And instead of losing weight, because Sophie goes, Mum, you better start training, stop eating. I go, I'm eating more. And that was it. Next thing you know, I was flown to Sydney. I was in quarantine for 2 weeks. And then something happened to the Big Brother house. 4 days later, we had to go somewhere else because the Big Brother house was on fire or somewhere there. Wow. And then I lasted 50 days in the Big Brother house, which my girls thought. Sophie goes, don't worry, you're going to be out in the first week, so don't stress.
You did well.
Yeah, and the funny thing is Martha and Sophie kept calling like, have you heard from Mum? Have you heard? They're going, no, like 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, 50 days, and then they got the call when I got out. But I just wanted to get out.
So do you not have access to your phones in there?
You don't know what the time is. You don't know what date it is. Like, you know nothing. You don't know anything that's going on in the outside world.
What was that like for you mentally though? Being in there?
I was fine.
You were fine?
I had no. Well, because I'm older, I felt really bad for the young girls because there's so much like mental stress in there.
Yeah.
Like very hard.
Did you have any reservations going into the show? And if so, what were those reservations?
No, I don't think I had reservations. I just thought like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
What was it really like inside the house? Because as people watching, we get one view of it.
Well, it's not staged. Look, I don't know, like the producers, they can sway things in some sort of way, but they can't tell you what to say. They can't tell you what to do. But the one thing that happens in all reality is people believe that it's real. Like even when Martha went on, when I went on, because there was one episode where they don't show my face, they show the back of my head, and then they voice over something I said to say you, which I didn't even say that to you. And I'm watching it and I go, I didn't say that to you. But because you can't see me talking, you don't know who like you show me from the front talking and then you show my back looking at you, they show you, and then you think, oh, look what she's saying, but I didn't even say that to you.
So they manipulate stuff.
Can be a little bit manipulative.
Yeah, which I think is, most people know that going on.
No, but a lot of people
TV.
believe it's gospel. Like they go, oh, you said this or you did this, but it's not. People need to ease up and not believe everything they see on TV.
Yeah. In those types of environments, you've got cameras on you 24/7, right?
There were 700 cameras.
700 cameras?
There was in the showers. There was one actually in the toilet right at the back of you.
So when you're trying to do your business.
Yeah, you do the business, the cameras above.
No.
Yep.
Were you conscious at all of the cameras or did you kind of just forget that they were there?
No, you don't forget. You know.
Oh, you don't forget.
You're going to the toilet. You know there's a camera right above.
Oh, I could never. I would be so embarrassed to do my business with a camera there.
It is. It's hard.
Gosh.
And then showering because you've got to shower. It's open. Yeah. It's like this room with 7 showers and everyone's just, And
you're in a mixed house too.
Yes.
Guys, girls.
Cats, dogs, the whole lot.
Everyone's there. Any standout memories from your experience?
Probably standout for me was I felt like Big Brother, I was ready to come off and there was this challenge where you lie on this wheel and they keep spinning you and you get really dizzy and I think Big Brother wanted me to fail that. So he kept spinning me the longest and and Mary again and I thought, sweetheart, that's not going to make me dizzy. And then I remember when I finished the long one, which was like 10, 20 minutes of spinning me, I got up and then I put my hands up and I go, sorry, Big Brother, didn't work. Like inside me, I knew that it's time for me to go, which I just wanted to go.
So you were ready. You were mentally
because when you're in there, you roughly know how it's going.
Sure.
You know the direction that it's going. Plus because I'm 56 years old, I've been around the bush a few times.
Yeah. So would you do it again?
Would I do it again? I don't know. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I would say that.
What made it really hard?
It's like going, say, to the MCG, picking 26 people and putting them in the house and say, live in the house. You don't know. I don't know nothing about you. Like you might be saying to me, oh, Mary, trust me. But then you're the first to stab people in the back. And this is where the young kids, I really felt bad because they would trust and put all their energy into, yes, I believe and I trust, only to get like disappointed in the end. Whereas because I didn't allow that to happen. And another thing that probably saved me, and I lasted 50 days, is I never said anything to anyone. Like if you said, oh, do you know Joe said this, I wouldn't say anything.
So you weren't a gossiper.
So I gathered all the information, but I said nothing.
Where do you think that comes from? Just experience?
I don't know. I don't know where that comes from.
Probably
because I find say less is better for you.
I saw a video on my For You page of a lady recently, and she was doing a call out to producers and anyone who was watching, and she said that they want to see you, Martha and Michael, have your own TV show. Now, is this something you would consider doing? Would you guys have your own show?
I don't know.
Have you been approached yet by anyone?
No, we haven't been approached. I don't know if I would do that. But, yeah, I mean, if it happens.
If it happened.
But, I mean, who wants to see us? You know what I mean? That's what I say.
Everyone does, clearly.
Who wants to see us? You know, the I don't know.
What do you think it is about you and also, you know, the dynamic of you being with Martha and Michael and all the videos? What do you think it is, if you were to drill down, that makes people love you so much?
I think it's more real. Like I said before, it's just filming someone in their raw state as opposed to being so polished and clean and dressed nice and like, you know, my hair would be like this and Martha would post me and, yeah, like I look back at some videos that she would post and I think, like I just did something with Michael and the videographer filmed me and I'm like this and I thought, that's so bad, like such a bad angle, but it is what it is, sweetheart. Yeah.
There was a video that Martha posted, now that we're on that topic, which is a great segue, of you with your front tooth missing. What happened? Because you had gum covering it and poor Martha was chasing you around the house. I felt sorry for you.
Yeah.
She was
She
giving
wanted
it to
me
you
to
that
show
day.
it. Like I don't have to show everything to the people. But, yeah, what happened was I had a root canal in that tooth and then Dr. D had put like a tooth there, but obviously it didn't have enough strength in that. It needed the wire to be thicker or whatever. I don't know about the dental stuff. Dr. D does that. So when I was overseas in Greece, I was eating corn on a cob, you know, like
You're really getting in there.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the corn was like this big.
Yep.
So I go, oh, I think my tooth's missing. So I went like that. I got my tooth. And then
What'd you do, put it in your handbag?
No, I put it in like a piece of napkin, like in a napkin, and I said, oh, I better not lose this because I was smart enough to bring my retainer with me.
Yes, okay.
Because I thought if anything happens, I'll put the tooth in, put the retainer, no one will know.
Sure.
Which was very hard because I'd have to eat with the retainer in restaurants and then go to the bathroom and rinse it out. But, yeah, that was hard.
What a nightmare. Mary, you turned 60 in January this year, right? I want to talk a little bit about your life lessons because you are seen as a mother figure to so many. And you actually remind me a lot.
Thanks for reminding me I'm 60. Yeah.
But you remind me though a lot of my mum too. And I know that when you talk about things like, you know, don't worry about what other people think, people will judge. Looking back on all your years, what are the biggest lessons you've learned? And if you could instill any wisdom or advice to anyone listening, what would you say?
I would say probably take risks and follow your gut. Follow your gut and manifest because it happens. You know, you don't think things can happen, but they do. But you've got to believe in yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like you've got to believe that, yep, I can do this.
And any advice to other men or women who might be feeling stuck or unseen or afraid to put themselves out there? Because doing what you did, which I know happened in a really organic way, wasn't planned at all for you to end up on social media. But what advice would you give them to put themselves out there?
Everyone has a story to tell. And you know what? Just tell your story. It doesn't matter. Not everyone's going to like you. So just focus on the people that do like you and your family that supports you. That's all you need.
Absolutely. Keep those people close. Mary, we have a closing tradition on this podcast where every guest has to do a round of rapid fire Q&A.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a dance or something.
Hey, we can dance. Yeah. We can do a bit of Zorbo if you want. It's a Becky for you. Question 1. What is your favourite place to visit in Greece?
Crete.
Crete?
Crete or
Where
Milos.
are you from?
We're from Thessaloniki, up north.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crete's beautiful though. I've never been, but I'd love to go to Crete. Who in your family is the biggest drama queen?
Oh, Martha. When the phone rings, it comes Martha, the drama queen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like if she called me, that's what you'd see.
I love that. Question 3. What is the most favourite outfit you've ever worn to an event?
Probably Fashion on the Grid. I wore like this gold dress.
I remember that. That was
I
beautiful.
like that.
Yeah. Question number 4. Who would be your dream celebrity to cook dinner for? If you could have anyone in your home without the renovations, who would you cook dinner for?
Oh, wow. I don't really think.
Mary, you watch so many movies. Come on.
I know. Who would I have?
Surely there's some actor or actress that you would have.
Andy Garcia.
Oh, okay, yes. Keep me a seat at the table too, thank you. Question 5. What's the first job that you ever had?
I worked in a kitchen, Mama Vittoria in Smith Street, Collingwood.
Yeah.
And I was like a kitchen hand
Kitchen hand. Yep.
in there,
Love that.
serving tables and that. I was, I think, 15.
Young.
Yeah.
Question 6. What is the most unhinged DM you've ever received? I imagine you'd have some strange messages come through.
Yeah, not that many. Martha probably gets more. The most. I can't even think of one.
Or are people pretty tame?
They're
pretty nice in your DMs?
Look, I don't get many
That's good.
cruel ones. I do get one that they're always bagging Michael to me.
Really?
Yeah. That would be that.
Why?
And like, tell him to get a job or something.
Oh,
or tell
my
him,
goodness.
Yeah, that would probably.
And he literally is the sweetest, most down-to-earth guy.
And I'm thinking like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Insignificant people.
Yeah, totally.
What is your signature scent or fragrance? What do you love to wear?
I forgot what it's called. It's from.
Can you describe it?
Kurt.
Oh, Maison Francisco de Jean?
Yeah, that.
Yep.
And it's this purple one, this new one.
Don't think I know
love
the name
to
of the
wear
purple
it.
one.
Love wearing it.
Is it floral? Is it woody?
It is florally and woody.
Yeah. Question 8. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Well, bread's not a meal, but I would say
Take bread.
Pasta with bread sort of thing.
Love that. Lots
carbs.
of butter.
Yeah.
All the carbs. What is one trend you'll never get behind? Could be a fashion trend.
No, well, for me, fashion is what suits you, so I don't follow trends of fashion. I just follow what's going to suit this body.
Yeah.
What's one trend that I wouldn't follow? One trend I never followed was piercing bellies and over-piercing.
You're not into that.
No.
You got your lobes. I can see you got your ears
and
done.
they're big, meaty lobes, Martha always says.
And the last question, if you had a warning label, what would it be?
If I had a warning label, like to warn people against me, beware, probably beware, because some of the that'll come out of my mouth will be probably,
I love that. Mary, thank you so much. You are raw, you're honest, you're authentic, and we loved having you on the show today, so thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Episodes will be released every Thursday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify and YouTube, and you can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Smile the Makeover Scoop. As always, please send in any questions you have, dilemmas, guests that you want to see on the show. You can send them to hello@smilethemakeoverscoop.com. We'll catch you guys next week.
This podcast is for informational purposes only and does not constitute medical, legal, or financial advice. Please consult with a professional for specific advice tailored to your situation.